make sure you're subscribed to Jerkrispy.
All right. Here we go. What's up, y'all? Show some most does the most. We're making a video. The underrated horror movies be like WRMZ. WRMZ. Always hanging with them geeks. He might kick shit down like that nigga Bruce Lee. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 500. For all my new subscribers, welcome to the channel. It's your host of my most that does the most, Jerkrispy. Welcome to the channel. Any of y'all new subscribers, new people that is new to the channel, if you have anything you want me to watch, make sure you put that in the comments below. In any of the videos that I post for today, or you can go back to one of the old videos that you can sit down and watch and put a comment, and I will get to you. And welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the Crispy family, man. Welcome to the family.
Every year, new movies come out in all different shapes and sizes, and a fraction of these movies are scary movies. Now, there's been like a billion horror movies over the course of these years, varying from outstanding to mid to just hot ass, and it's easy to miss some. But not me. I see everything, and it is the truth, ladies and gentlemen, that sometimes the movies you miss are the ones that would have changed everything. And it is my duty as your go-to YouTube movie guy to catch what you miss. And I plan to do just that. Underrated horror movies. Horror movies that I think deserve a spot to be talked about amongst the masses. Some are disturbing, some are creepy, but all are underrated. I waste no time. You all know this. Let's fucking get it.
Subscribe, please.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
This movie, this one was fucking with me. We start out on a cold, raining night where we meet Tess. She's obviously stressed out, you can tell. And the reason, you might ask? Well, she has a job interview tomorrow morning for starters, and the Airbnb she booked is not only missing the front door key, but in fact has double booked the cribbo with this dude, Keith. And wait a minute.
Not gonna hold you. As soon as she would have answered the door, I would have straight got back in the car, act like I ain't know that, and would have left. Like, not gonna hold you, bro. I'm not booking it with no random person. I'm straight. It is what it is. I am gone. I'm going back home. I'm going to go get me a hotel. I'm not going to get me an Airbnb. I'm going to a hotel.
What Pennywise doing over here? This is not it. Unfortunately, it seems like neither of them have the ability to find a new spot due to some medical convention in town. And I mean, I don't know about any of y'all, but there's just no way I could get any shut eye with some random individual in the next door room. That puny ass lock is not gonna help.
Ninja now.
And clearly it doesn't.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. I would have been barricading the window, the door, and all of that. So if I got a pee and peeing in the bottle, I'm getting all the type of Gatorades. I'm gonna get them big, huge Gatorades for him, but straight when I leave, I'm gonna straight just throw them in the trash. I'm not gonna hold you. Y'all gonna say, "Oh, that's nasty," but nah. You gonna go pee while a stranger is next door? Nah, I'm good.
Because as nighttime falls, they start sucking something all up in my ear. But it couldn't have been Pennywise. He's still asleep on the couch. Shit's not looking good, but it's just the beginning. Keith is already gone by the next morning. Tess realizes that her neighborhood isn't in the best situation. This is further confirmed by her interviewer saying, "You're basically staying in the dumps. What you doing over there?" And let me say this. I hear that from a random person. I'm outie 3,000. She already got the job by this point. Why does she need to go back to the Airbnb? A mistake is what, because Tess accidentally locks herself in the basement, where she finds a secret room hidden within a secret room. A room.
You know what? As soon as I would have saw that, I would have been like, question it, and I question the guy thinking about, why did I come back to Airbnb? Why did I have to make that dumb decision? And who was sleeping in this mattress? They wrong for that. Nasty mattress. Dirty mattress. I would have never stepped in this room. I would have soon as closed that door. I would have broke that other door, and I would have grabbed all my belongings, hopped in the car, and hit a 4 flat, never look back. Like on some real stuff.
With a camera, a nasty mattress, a bucket, and a bloody handprint. Yeah, I'll see you losers never. Keith comes back suspiciously on time, but I wouldn't even care. I'm not telling him about nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm in my car, and I'm outie 10,000. But it's a horror movie, so, you know, dumbass number 1 goes to check it out first. Followed soon after by dumbass number 2 after dumbass number 1 stopped responding. Tess discovers that it's not just a secret room within a secret room, but in fact a secret room within a secret room within a labyrinth. We are...
So another room inside another room inside another room, and then you go to the final room, it's like somebody in that room. Like, come on now.
Traversing down the steps to the lair of doom, making all this noise for a dude we've known for less than 24 hours. Call me heartless, ice.
Yeah, I ain't lying to you. I would, after that second time, I would say, Key. The second time, I would have been gone. He's a dead man. What? Hey, we will use him as bait. What you mean? They're already numbing on that man. He have no legs now. He's moving. He's not even moving. He's gone.
Cold. I'm sorry. There is nothing that is making me go down these steps. We got gates and cages and Keith crawling on the floor talking about some...
Tess, we have to come this way.
And just as Tess and Keith are arguing, a 6'5" naked lady, and I mean naked, bashes Keith's head in and war cries right in front of Tess' face. And I know that breath is hot. So hot, that shit is kicking, it could kill you. Soon after these events, the OG owner of the house returns, and due to Tess leaving the doors open, he trickles his way down into the labyrinth. But not for curiosity's sake, but because he wants to up the prices on his Airbnb. Now that I can respect, but old naked lady can't. Tess eventually breaks out with the help of this dude, and what does she decide to do? She goes back into the house to save the other guy. Now, granted, she did ask for help from the police first, but after that failed, I'm outie $25,000.
Yeah, the police always know something that we don't know about this house. Not gonna hold you. As soon as that black man would have saved me, I would have done that, gave that man $50. Not gonna hold you. I would have straight built a good culture frame bond. Wait, straight would have doubt that man down and say, man, hey, you're a real lifesaver. Not gonna hold you. You need something to eat? Would have straight took that man to the nearest McDonald's. Straight he would have got anything he wanted that day. I promise you. I would have spent over $200 on that man.
Howdy, does this lady think she's Batman? We learn that the naked lady is called the Mother, and I can see how she gets that name. But I have to tell y'all, just as much as she is the monster, the mother is also a victim. Stay with me, just stay with me. We learn that this dude was actually a serial killer who kidnapped women and had babies with them. And then had babies with the babies. And just as my dude says right here,
Yeah.
Copy of a copy of a copy, and you end up with something like that.
it just got very tragic, but it should be over because the mother got pinched between a car and a wall. And this dude says the mother has never been able to break through his defenses. I mean, he's been here for like 25 years, so all three of them should be okay.
Motherfucker.
Come on, man. The mother catches 2 more bodies before Tess is able to bullseye her right in the dome. This movie is fucked up. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I ain't lying to you. You're funny on this one, but I'm gonna let this slide. I was gonna say I'll see you in the next video, but I already pulled that card about too many times.
The first Conjuring movie is an all-time banger, and I agree. But in all of the movies contained within this universe, I feel like The Conjuring 2 is so overlooked. The sequel is genuinely on par with the first. We start out in Amityville, New York, and the Warrens are doing Warren-esque things, solving murders and looking like the Scooby Gang and shit. Mrs. Warren goes back in time into the POV of Ronald, a man who murked his whole family. He slimes out his wife and the daughter, and we see the son has white eyes. The son leads Lorraine downstairs to a whole bunch of kids. We see the nun bitch ass, and Eddie gets impaled, jumping Lorraine back to the present. We get the title card and all that, and now it's this dysfunctional British family. And shit's about to get a whole lot worse because these two are fucking around on the Ouija board. Of course, later on that night, one of the girls gets ender pearled from her bed into the living room, and the other one gets woken up by some loud banging. It's nothing too crazy. Well, not yet. The Warrens are getting disrespected on TV, and Janet is talking to the wall in her sleep. It's always one of these kids who can talk to ghosts, and let me tell you, this ghost is not friendly. The nights get active. Billy Boy is playing ping pong with his fire truck as something screams at him from inside of the tent.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Soon as that thing would have came back around, I would have not even hesitate to look at it. Cause ain't no way I'ma look and thing just gonna grab me like this, like these. Like, no, bro.
And y'all thought just because it was daytime shit got sweet? The old man is fucking with the TV and then straight up appears full flesh. Ed Warren, on the other hand, is painting the nun, which is not good because this motherfucker got killed in Lorraine's vision. The pressure is still on, however, because these ghosts do not let up. And even though Janet tied herself to not sleepwalk, they just chuck her ass on the ground, rip off her sheet, and shake both of their beds. I mean, why are we still in the house? The mom spots the Ouija board and in turn doesn't believe them, but that doesn't last long.
Get back to bed, the lot of you!
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, as soon as I want to say that, hey, you know, it might be that time for us to move. Nah, like, low key, when if even if I saw my daughter just standing on the side, looking at the wall, talking about, yeah, Judgy, how you day been going? Oh, yeah, no, I ain't lying to you. Burn the whole house down. If they had a reason why you need to burn down the house, just say they had ghosts and they had a lot of things. And they might call you crazy, but it is what it is. Always have video proof. If they don't show video proof of it, oh well then shoot. It was a reason why. Just know when you see black spirits and stuff, make sure you record that too. Sure, they'll understand when the house get burnt.
These ghosts have zero sorts of subtlety, I might add. It's very clear they don't want anyone in this house. The cops see it, the neighbors see it. Y'all just need to find a new spot. Lorraine can...
Yeah, at that point, I told you, light match, gasoline. These ghosts can't... It's in the house, and lightning coming out the house. So you got to burn it outside the house. I don't know who's going to go in the back. Hey, you be a test dummy, though. I'm not going in the back. I'm going to stay in the front, though.
continues to fight the nun within her own mind. And due to all the gossip around their home, it starts to attract some public attention. So much so that during one of these interviews, Janet just gets full-blown possessed. And I tried to be smart and say just leave the house, but that don't work. Billy Boy gets a visit from the crooked man while not being even in the house. And you know,
yeah, you know what? Low key. The crooked man. Not gonna hold you. How you day been going, man? Just you know, let's be cool, man. Like, you know, I'm a little kid. I'm 7 years old. I don't know nothing about ghosts. Come on, man. Introduce me to the fam. You know, I don't want to be one of y'all, but I'll be cool with y'all. You know, who knows, man? I might just talk to y'all on a regular basis. Like, at that point, I don't know, son. That just like remind me of that one movie when the dad freaking found out his son, like, dad mom was alive or some father. I don't know, something like that, bro.
why? It'd be that Janet. She gotta go. She gotta get the fuck out of here. Finally, the news have reached the Warrens, and we need them. I ain't never seen a group of ghosts put this much about the ass. The Warrens set up an interview with the old dude who basically says he's not going anywhere and he's not moving on to the afterlife either. Even though they both just witnessed what went down, Lorraine is unable to sense anything within the walls of this house. That's going to change really quickly once they realize Janet is on the ceiling and is trapped in the same room as the old dude. Somehow the Warrens still aren't 100% sure that this is a demon, but they decide to take a leap of faith anyways. Ed takes a trip with Peggy down to the flooded washroom, and I'm sure this is gonna go great. Of course, Peggy gets jawsed under the water, emerging with a bite mark and some nasty old dentures. Meanwhile, Johnny is fearing the knife man in the kitchen. And by the knife man, I mean the teleporting Janet. I mean, look at her. I feel bad for Janet, but we gotta prioritize people. She needs to get the fuck out of here. On the other hand, one of the skeptics did catch Janet doing a little fakeage in the kitchen, so no one really knows what's real or not. Due to this, the Warrens call it. Even though there was a bunch of other shit that went down, but Janet tells her siblings in secret that if she didn't make the Warrens leave, it would get very tragic. Luckily, Ed Warren figures out that if he plays both of the tape recorders at the same time, it reveals that the old man is actually being held hostage by another ghost.
Oh, please, it won't like me.
And not just any ghost, the same ghost Lorraine saw in her visions. Lorraine tries to get some clues from the old man, but the nun pops out and straight yoinks his shit. Racing back to the crib, the old man says that they need to learn the demon's name in order to defeat it. And fortunately, Lorraine already has that because when she was facing the nun earlier, she wrote it in her Bible. Janet almost launches herself onto a spike from a broken tree. The same tree spike that Lorraine saw kill Ed, I might add. Ed, who is hanging on by a literal thread, bars, gets saved by Lorraine, who uses the demon's name, double bars, to send it back to hell, saving Ed and Janet in the process.
Well, actually, just one more.
Okay.
I'm not usually a fan of horror movie reboots, and in most cases, they are pretty butt cheeks, but not Evil Dead Rise. This shit, very underrated. We start out in the woods where this lady is reading it up, and she's had it up to here with Drone Boy. She goes to
You know what? I be always wondering why every movie and every other time saying I'm low key not just gonna tell you. I had a dream about this like one time. Now, let's talk about that. I had a dream one time, and it was last year or some stuff. Then I was in the woods, right? Low key. Same house just looked like that too. But dark brown. It was way darker than that. And it was way more built than that. Same house, and I was talking to creatures. Not going all details what happened to it. Just know things got crazy. And not like no nasty way. I'm talking about creepy way. Like type of stuff make you want to look around your room. Making sure nobody in your room type of stuff. Like I think that was a nightmare, low key.
Check in on her sick friend in the cabin who's tweaking out on the bed Chachino and reading the book she's reading word for word, even though she's staring at the wall. Jessica is no longer Jessica, and she obviously did not fuck with her friend's haircut. Jessica launches herself into the lake, catches another body, and we get this lit-ass title sequence. We cut to Beth in the bathroom doing a pregnancy test, and that cannot be sanitary, and it seems like Bethy is indeed pregnant. We are now watching a whole family doing a bunch of miscellaneous things like DJing some trash-ass beats, working on some tattoos, and cutting the heads off of baby dolls. We get a knock at the door, and Beth shows up, jump-scaring Ellie. Turns out these two are sisters, and both of them are kind of in a tight spot with one another. Elle's boyfriend left her and the kids, and Beth did not help, and I sense some animosity between them. But they are sisters, and they love each other. During this bonding moment, a massive earthquake strikes, creating cracks, holes, and revealing a secret entrance to an underground vault of this used-to-be bank. Danny starts stealing a bunch of vinyls and comes across a book. Now, why on planet Sheen would you take that book? It has teeth on the cover, only open.
Not gonna hold you. Yeah, as soon as I would have saw the veins and all that, the teeth on it, I would have just took this to the police officer. Not gonna hold you, and I would have like dead serious to that.
After you bleed on it, and the pages all have awful things scribbled onto it. You see, this one here understands.
I don't like this, Dan. You need to put it back right now.
Danny is fucking up. The book gets opened and they read a few pages of the horrors of the Necronomicon before Bridget shuts that shit all the way down. Not listening to Bridget, Danny decides to listen to the vinyls he stole, not being able to understand anything until he plays it in reverse. The vinyl starts reciting the passages of the Necronomicon and basically damns the whole family to a night of torture, which starts right away, I might add. Say goodbye to your mama. You just got her killed and then unkilled, and now she's a deadite in the kitchen cooking eggs. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the face of someone who knows that they done messed up. Ellie convulses, dies again, wakes up again, boils alive, and now we're in uncharted territory because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. She starts biting people and stabbing people and transfers her deadite-ness to Bridget. As she's catching bodies in the hallway, they are able to lock her out while she's murking this family over here. But just because one deadite is in the hallway doesn't mean there isn't a deadite in the house. Bridget fully transforms, even though she didn't die, but she did get bit. So are deadite zombies or demons? I'll let you guys decide. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, with Bridget a full deadite now, they all jump her, eventually stabbing her right in the mouth with this stake. But that doesn't really work, so fire it is. They fillet her ass and she seems to be down for the count. Beth is trying to get clues from the vinyls that Danny stole, but they basically say,
We are so fucked.
They're kind of just fucked. Beth realizes this as Ellie is putting belt to booty. Danny kicks out and it's just Cassie and Beth left. They tried to leave, but all of the deadites that have been defeated actually weren't defeated, and they all popped their alt joining together to merge into one singular deadite being with arms and legs and eyes. It's disgusting, really.
Ew.
Beth pulls out her inner Ash Williams using a chainsaw and a boomstick to launch this monstrosity into a wood chipper. And I don't think I can show you guys on YouTube, but believe me, it's wicked. Cassie and Beth head out, and the curse is transferred to the woman we saw at the beginning.
I'm gonna hold you. Dude actually deserved to get packed up for that because he the reason why all that stuff happened. So yeah.
I think Speak No Evil might be the most underrated horror movie in this video. We start out in Italy, where Professor X named Patty and his wife Sierra, alongside their son Ant, befriend this family, Luis, Ben, and their daughter Agnes. In their blossoming friendship, Professor X Patty decides to invite them to his farmhouse. And after some time and Benny Boy not getting the new job he was hoping for, the family decides it would be a good idea to get a weekend away and spend some time with some new friends. At first, it's a little awkward, but nothing too out of the ordinary. We learn that Ant has a condition that shortened his tongue, making him unable to speak. As the family spend more and more time together, something just seems a little off, making Luis pretty uncomfortable as Patty is overly touchy. Both Patty and Sierra are steadily getting more aggressive with Ant over little things, and the whole family is just a little fucking weird. But I digress. Patty and Sierra invite Ben and Luis out for a double date, leaving Ant and Agnes all alone with some random babysitter. As the couples eat, Ant and Agnes are playing hide and seek. This is when Ant shows Agnes a multitude of watches, one containing his name on it. Ant is very clearly trying to explain something to Agnes. Patty and Sierra make Ben and Luis very uncomfortable at dinner, and Ant continues to try to explain something to Agnes, but she just doesn't seem to get it. As nighttime is here, Luis is unable to find Agnes anywhere. She searches the house up and down, and lo and behold, Agnes is in the bed with Patty, Sierra, and Ant. This is the final straw, and in the night they pack up all of their shit and hit the JETS. Hey bro, watch your... But dumbass Agnes, for the second time in this movie, forgot her stupid stuffed animal Hoppy, forcing them to turn around. If it's me, I'm low-key not turning around.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, you'll get another stuffed animal. It's a stuffed animal. I'm not going back to that house. I don't know no people like that to be saying I know no people like that. Huh? What's wrong with you? But I caught back and slapped in my mouth one good time. You get another one.
For something as trivial as that. I mean, you see how much gas I wasted? I mean, come on. But Pops folds and they return to the farmhouse where Patty and Sierra disappearance. Appealing to Agnes's favor, Ben and Luis try to give them one more chance. Ant once again continues to pass Agnes letters in an attempt to speak, but she just doesn't get it. Bro, he just shoved that piece of paper into his mouth to avoid detection. How do you not realize that something is off? Anyways, things seem to be stabilizing until Patty once again starts to get aggressive with Ant, throwing an entire block of cheese at my boy. This is the final straw for Luis, and she wants to go right now. But Benny Boy is still fucking up and wants to give them another chance. Are you fucking stupid? This is when Ant steals the key from Patty as he's passed out drunk. Ant leads Agnes into a locked shed where there's all sorts of luggage and personal belongings alongside photos of different families. Agnes, dumbass, finally realizes that Patty and Sierra have been luring families to their farmhouse, robbing and killing them, and then using their children as bait for other families. Oh, and they cut the tongue out of the kidnapped child. Y'all gotta get the fuck out of there. Agnes fakes an emergency to tell her parents this new information, and they slyly try to duck out of there ASAP no Rocky. But Agnes's poker face is absolute dog shit, and as they drive away, Patty launches Ant into the pond, and knowing that he cannot swim, Ben can't leave him to die. So now they're getting robbed at gunpoint, and Patty is absolutely torching the homie Ben.
Got no fucking job. Nobody's gonna miss you in a place like London. You don't even love him, mate. If you did, you'd have left him in the pond with his parents. Don't worry, mate, you'll be with him soon.
Luis is not going down without a fight and starts to put belt the ass on the both of them, allowing Ben, Agnes, Ant, and herself to escape. Until Mike shows up and fucks everything up. It is now a 3v4, and the Daltons plus Ant are brainstorming their next move. A game of hide and seek goes down, and Ben, who is fucking useless, gets ambushed by Mike, getting bailed out by Luis once again. Agnes gets the upper hand on Patty, injecting him with a tranquilizer. The Daltons were going to spare Patty for some reason, but my brody Ant had some other plans. They all together drive off into the night, and Professor X was not playing in this movie. Overall, it feels good to dig deep and find the underrated gems of horror movies every now and then. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments.
Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. We're on the road to 500, and I'm out.